Buried in the ground, these wicked weeds with taproots which had grown. Little by little, I began to dig for clues. Buried in the ground, these wicked weeds with taproots which had grown so deep that it took many years of pulling with my scraped and bloodied and scabbed and bloodied hands. Off and on throughout the years, I'd tug and cry and scream and quit and give up and become disgusted and languish in despair and frustration. But never was I able to stop clawing at, tugging and pulling at that evil plant which in time had grown up into a bush, all-consuming, choking the life out of everything around it, concealing the ever-elusive questions. What is the truth, and why is it being withheld from me? Yes, I could have kept my nails neatly painted with the weekly French-tipped manicure, and my hands rubbed soft with lavender lotion, and my head buried in the sand, or up my ass, or in the clouds, metaphorically speaking, when a deputy from the RCSD patted me on my head, saying, "Now don't you worry your pretty little head about this. We will find your boy for you, and I guarantee when I do, I'll take him out for breakfast. Oh, yes, I will." And the person I was 13 years ago dutifully hung on to every syllable spoken, not realizing that was just a bunch of words which, when translated from bullshit to cold, hard fact, means I'm a condescending prick who is above the law, and you are gullible enough to believe whatever I tell you. But faking it as if one were making it wears thin eventually. But I swear to God, the thought that he was dead was not a possibility. It was never a conceivable option. Aliens could have abducted him, taking him to another galaxy before I would have believed he was dead. So much for that trope of maternal instinct and psychic empathetic knowledge. Oh no, he's just sowing his wild oats. Come on, I'd know if he were dead, wouldn't I? I moved into my deceased parents' home 18 months later, and as I carried a large trash bag of all his old toys and Hot Wheels and paints and markers and so many collections of the things that boys collect, and as heavy as it was and as old as the hefty sack was, I was not going to leave it behind at the old house. So I dragged it up the 13 steps to my attic bedroom, and on the last step it snagged on a nail, and 17 years of Colton's belongings spilled out in surreal motion. I witnessed the time slowing down as I watched them tinkling down like rain, pitter-patter down the stairs, and like a horrible storm I witnessed crash after crash after crash of all I had left of him in tangible form. And I gasped in horror, tears, and for that brief moment I allowed the possibility that something horrible may have happened to my son. Little by little, I began to